Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more.
Y'all, is it just me, or are you wondering what happens next after Layla was read for filth by Olivia and completely reads Spencer, wanting to put them both out of her life? Now what? Okay, so I am well aware that my audience is not the biggest Layla fans. There's some of y'all still hanging in there strong. Hey, Team Spela. I mean, I know it's a little rough right now. Y'all been taking the L. But I wanted to take some time to actually talk about Layla because I do think that she's a very valuable character to the show. She has been a foundational element for Spencer's growth and evolution, and I don't think that she's going anywhere. But without Spencer and Olivia to actually play off of, to have conflict with, or to be in love with, I don't necessarily know where she fits on the show anymore. So, I wanted to discuss what's next for Layla, i.e., what I think is going to be her Savage season. I am calling it now what we will see happen with Layla in the next few episodes and maybe throughout the rest of the season 3, maybe up until like the last 2 episodes of season 3, because I do believe, y'all, and I'm going to call this now, I'm going to make another video about this specifically. I do at some point believe that Spencer and Layla will be able to be friends again. They're just not going to not be able to be in each other's lives. But again, I'm going to go into that in another video in the near future. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe because your girl's coming in hot, all hiatus. Y'all like what I did there? Okay. Anyway, so I do believe that she is going to go into a Savage season, and we're going to see the next 7 to 8 episodes with Layla, and excuse my French, y'all, excuse my language, but I feel like she's just gonna be dragging her nuts. Like, she's feeling herself, she's already pissed, and she's just going to start to make decisions and do things based off of impulse, based off of emotion, and disregarding the feelings and thoughts of others, which to me, by definition, is savage. We already saw her step up and become a bit more savage when it came to business when she stepped in to help push for patients to get out of her contract and decided to stand up to her daddy. She decided to sue her daddy's label, and then we get to see another little side of Layla. Like, okay, girl, you got a little bark behind this bite. Okay, cool. We've already seen Layla go off on Olivia, so we already know that she can get real nice nasty or just nasty nasty. And in episode 8, we see her go off on Spencer in a way that we haven't really seen her deal with men or romantic interest in the series. So for me, that's just the trifecta of Savage. She done touched upon everything. Now she is ready to unleash this on the world. All right, let's break it down to the specific areas of her life. So, Olivia and Spencer are together. They are getting together. They're going to be together. We saw that in episode 8. Aww, confession, car crash, all that jazz. If you missed it, catch my episode 8 breakdown video here or watch my Whose Fault is a Car Crash video here. And that will catch you up on all of what happened in reference to where we are at now with Spencer and Olivia. But I think that Spencer and Olivia getting together is going to be something that pushes Layla romantically. I don't think that she's going to be able to sit single while she watches true love blossom and Spencer and Olivia get together. And yes, I think she's going to have to watch it because, y'all, they have all these same mutual friends. They hang out at all the same spots. They are not going to be able to avoid each other. Like, that is just completely unrealistic. Their lives are literally in the same little bubble, and they all now float between Crenshaw and Beverly Hills in the same spot. So it's going to happen. And y'all, this is just a gut feeling because the writers have yet to, I think, plant any real seeds for us to really get an idea for where Layla's going to go romantically. Y'all are already shipping the girl with all types of people, which we're going to talk about in a few. But it's a gut feeling for me that she's going to respond by trying to not necessarily get into a relationship. I think Layla is going to go through a season in which she has a whole little roster. She has a whole little rotation. She's just out of the relationship with Spencer, which was a very serious relationship, probably her most serious. The relationship with Spencer came after another relationship that was very serious at the time. It wasn't to the level of the one that she had with Spencer, but for where she was at the time, that was a very serious relationship with Asher. I think sis is going to be like, I'm done with relationships, but she definitely wants companionship. I think one of the things that Olivia and Layla have in common is that they both struggle with being alone and they both can't be alone. So we're going to see that manifest with Layla, with her entertaining multiple guys. And that might be where Christian comes in, y'all, because y'all was shipping him from the moment he popped on screen. Y'all just knew, like, Layla and Christian gotta happen. And while I don't want it to happen because I think that he's a complete and utter jerk and possibly an idiot, I definitely think it could happen for him to be one on the roster. Like, I'm not mad if she decides to entertain herself with him and use the situation for whatever she wants to get from it and it makes her happy, then do your thing, sis. But for them to get in a relationship, your girl Erica ain't for that. I'm going to go ahead and nip the Jordan thing in the bud right now because it's too soon. Jordan is married, and while they could potentially come together later if Jordan and Simone break up, which I am praying, y'all. I am praying every night that these writers don't do us dirty like this and break up Jordan and Simone. I am here for a long distance relationship in college. I am here for that conversation. So I would love to see them stay together, even if they're on two separate shows and we see a little bit of crossover here and there. That's just where I'm at. I'm 100% there. Like, I really don't want Jordan with nobody else because this is the first time in the series history that I have actually liked Jordan. So I don't want to go back to not liking Jordan. But with that said, Jordan will not be one of the ones on Layla's roster in her Savage season. Thank God. But I do think that he might be a support or a wingman. I think that we're definitely going to see Jordan and Layla's friendship grow in this season. And then I'm going to jump down to Crenshaw, to another one that y'all are trying to ship with this girl. Like, y'all are just really just trying to put the girl off on anybody. And it's absolutely comical every time I come across it. But now that Jabari's on the scene, y'all are shipping him with Layla. So, hey, I ain't even mad if she decides to throw him on the roster, but that's going to get a little bit complicated, especially because he's one of the people who broke into her house in season 1. If you didn't know about that, I did a whole video on how Jabari was a part of the bling ring that broke into Layla's house, and you can watch that here. I will link it in the description box and the card above, so make sure you check it out after this video. But aside from that, he has been reformed. He's gone to juvie. He's a changed man, and he's trying to be better. So I wouldn't be mad if he gets added to Layla's little player roster. I mean, of course, it's going to come out and there'll be some conflict there. But, you know, the little player roster isn't a real relationship. It isn't real feelings. It's just for her to be able to occupy her time. So I ain't mad if she do her thing in this way either. And in all honesty, y'all, the opportunities are limitless for Layla right now. She is completely free like a bird. Sis can go find a college guy to get in a relationship with. Sis could probably get in a relationship with a teacher or a college professor. I mean, I know that would be messy. I'm not pushing that, but I could definitely see that being something that she actually does. We're definitely not going to see Layla single or unattached for long. And part of her romantic savage season will be some very interesting suitors that she chooses to entertain. And I can't wait to see it, y'all. I want to see what she does next. I know we're all like, Liv is everything, Liv is amazing, but Layla is gorgeous too. Layla is smart too. And I do want to see sis land on her feet now. Okay, so we talked about Layla's savage season romantically. Let's talk about it friendship wise. I think that while she's going to be in this savage season thinking about herself, the one relationship that she's really going to lean on is going to be the friendship with Jordan. But I don't see her cultivating many other friends, any new friends, deepening any connection with any current friends. She has cut Liv off. She's cut Spencer off, who were the two closest things to her, the biggest supports that she actually had in her life. Yeah, she is cool with Simone, but I think that there could be tensions there as she gets closer to Jordan. And, you know, Jordan is married to Simone. So there could potentially become conflict with that relationship developing. So I don't necessarily see Simone and Layla getting any closer, or Simone sliding into Olivia's place in Layla's life. And Layla isn't really approachable. She isn't really the kind of girl that new people just like, oh, let me go talk to her, or I feel like they can't approach her. So I do feel like Layla is going to go through a little lonely phase within this Savage season when it comes to friends. We're not really going to see her cultivate any new friendships. But the best part about this Savage season is Layla is going to double down in school and her business. Right now, I think the one thing that she can really focus on and put her energy into and actually find success with is school and within her business. So she's going to do so. While her personal life is seeming to crumble and her heart is broken, she's going to look to distract herself, and she is the type to do so with work, especially now that Coop has also quit school. So Coop is going to need to be occupied. Coop is going to want to be on the road. She's going to want to be performing. Coop's going to want to be in the studio. That's if she actually focuses on her music and stops being a ghetto Nancy Drew, which I'm hoping for. So you know what? Maybe Layla's gonna have to get some other artists on this label, because Coop might not actually be able to keep her time occupied as well, because Coop just makes horrible decisions with her life and we can't count on that. I saw in the comment section to the episode 8 breakdown that y'all can see Coop and Layla coming together to like come at Spencer, and I can see that like 5%, but I don't think that they're going to waste their time and breath. I honestly don't think that Coop really believes that she can go up against Spencer. This is why we see her do so many passive aggressive digs and sharp looks and things like that. Like, I think Coop knows where her leash ends and she's not going to be too crazy. Like, she's going to be wildly disrespectful, not in Spencer's presence, but she's not going to directly come at him. And thank God she knows better, and I believe Layla is the same. Now, I don't know, y'all, because again, we haven't really seen her try to do this whole get back thing. When she broke up with Asher, that was on her terms, and she didn't really try to get back at Asher about the whole sleeping with Liv thing. She really kind of got back at Liv, which was very weird. So I don't know if she's capable of coming at a male romantic partner on the petty side, but I don't know. I guess anything is possible. I'm not necessarily calling it right now, but if I start to get inklings of it, y'all know I will definitely do a video and dive a little bit deeper into this idea and theory. All right, y'all, that is my thoughts on what is next for Layla and what Layla Savage season is going to look like. It is your turn. I want to know what you think is next for Layla, what you are hoping for Layla, y'all. And don't just spend the time in the comment section coming at this girl. Like, at least say one positive thing. If you're going to say something negative, pretty please. I would greatly appreciate that. But let me know all your thoughts and theories in the comment section down below. Y'all know how we do. And if you're new here, you need to join the tribe by hitting subscribe. We have the most amazing all-American community on the internet. Yes, I said it. My comment section is lit, y'all, and it's all because of my bomb community with these bomb subbies. So you might as well go ahead and get in on this. You can check the link in my bio for my live season 1 episode rewatch party that I do every Saturday from now until April 12th. While we're on hiatus, y'all, we are getting deeper connected. We're talking a little bit more about the show. We're going deep dives into character development, and we're rewatching the series, so you can definitely join us. All the information that you will need is in the link in my description box, so be sure to check that out and sign up so you can catch the next one. Again, we do it every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm your host, Erica Vane, and I post new All-American videos every day, sometimes twice a day. You made it this far, so make sure you click that like button, share this video with another All-American fan that you know, share this on social media. Go ahead, screenshot your girl, tag me so I can repost you. And you're not ready to go yet, so check out my All About All-American playlist here, or catch up on my Whose Fault Was the Car Crash video here. I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next video. Bye.